there, Tim and Eric Doolman back at you. So I've been using this Toughbuilt electrician's pouch for a little while at my work as a maintenance tech at a pharmaceutical company, and I switched from the holstery nickel pouch. I wanted to try something a little different, and my loadout and stuff like that, and kind of it been evolving over time. So I wanted to show this to you because I took the original pouch from the SC45, the VETO SC45, and it fit in the nickel pouch, and then I found out that it actually fits in the small electrician's pouch, and the small electrician's pouch is great. It just has one big pocket, and then it has a pocket you can put either your cell phone in or something like that. And what I did was I started carrying the meter, my fluke meter, in the nickel pouch, and then I used this one as a everyday carry, and I'll kind of show you what my loadout is and the reason why I've got some different stuff in here. So I found out this pouch actually fits down there really well, like it did in the holstery nickel pouch. So I like the fact that it fits down in there really easy, and then still gives you, like I pull big fuses, so I've got this fuse puller that I kind of just put behind here in this other little pouch back there. And then I have this night eyes, and you take your flashlight and slide it in here, and then you basically turns your flashlight into a headlamp. So I have that, and I typically what I do is I just kind of stuff this, I fold it up and stuff it in there. I found out it works really well for me. And if you actually take this fuse puller and back here and just kind of turn it, it kind of somewhat pries open the Toughbuilt pouch, or it kind of pries open the area where you can shove it back in there. So that's in the back. And then I've got a Klein Tools 0507-6 adjustable wrench, and it just kind of fits down there in one of the between the pouch and the between the SC45 pouch and the Toughbuilt pouch. It fits in there. And then I've got a 14-in-1, probably seen it on the other videos, and then I've got a 17-in-1 from Klein. I'll put all the links to the stuff in the description. This is the Impact 17-in-1. I also keep a small screwdriver. This 14-in-1 is great, but for some small controls, like on HVAC units and stuff like that, they got the little connectors, and this piece right here isn't. It needs to be straight like this with no kind of lifts on here. Otherwise, this screwdriver can't make it all the way down in some of it. So that's why I have two different screwdrivers in here for that. And then I started carrying I have the Klein snippers, and one of my coworkers borrowed them and kind of boogered them up, but they still serve their purpose for clipping like zip ties and stuff like that. And then I have two different wire strippers, and the reason being, these are more, they're fat, almost like a kind of a multi-tool. They're kind of like a multi-tool, and with the wide grip, you can grab wires and twist them, stuff like that. So and then this is basically just for tiny little signal wires and stuff that I come in contact with all the time. A lot of the stuff I work on has electronics in it and stuff like that. I have to get in some of the small wire. And then I have this, you probably saw my video on this Woobin X4. This thing has been fantastic. I've dropped it. It's fallen all over the place. It went down from 30 feet up on a lift. I dropped it, and a couple of the contractors that came to my job actually dropped it as well. And this is the Woobin PL01, and that's great because you can actually put it on a baseball cap and stuff. I did a video on that. And then of course I have a Milwaukee Fastback. I really like those. I started using this little handle, and this is a Vera, however you say it, handle, and it's pretty small. It's like, what, 3 inches across? It's probably 3 inches across, maybe 3 to 4 inches, 3.5 inches. And what I started doing with this one was I took And sometimes if I need a stubby screwdriver, I'll take the screwdriver bit. So they actually lock in there, which is pretty cool. So I've been using that, so it kind of as a stubby screwdriver. And then I normally keep this Malco bit on here, and it's got a 1/4 inch and 5/16. So if I want to open up, not have to take this out and flip these around. I like this one, but you have to kind of, to get to the 5/16, you have to take this one off and take this whole thing off, take it around, put it around top. So just to save time and all that, I do that. So I've been using that, and then I take that screwdriver, and since this thing has quite a few screwdriver bits, I don't have to carry too many other ones. So what I started doing was I started using the ratchet that comes with this kit right here, this Icon kit. So I started using that. It's got a T handle, and I'm sure some of you have probably seen that. And you can use kind of the ratchet and put a socket on here. And I have sockets at work. I'm trying to figure out a way to keep some sockets on here. You can turn it into a T handle and flip it here. I really like that one, but it's in a couple of different circumstances that I got into, it's too long. So I've been carrying this one in here, this Klein Tools in there, but I really don't need it in here, so I'll probably take it out. But I found this one. This is I think Tyler's Tools. I saw it on his channel. I'll put a link to his channel here as well. I saw it on his, and this is the Crom, C-R-O-M, Crom bit, and you got to line these. There's a little grooves up in here, if you can see that, or little lines here. You got to line it up with the white, this little white dot that's on here, and then it turns into a little ratchet. This thing is fantastic. It's tiny. It fits in your hand, even with both pieces of it. You can see how tiny it is. I almost lost this thing. Had it in my pants pocket and was working on a piece of equipment. I had to lay down underneath the equipment, and I didn't know it had fallen out of my pocket. So I went to grab it later, and I'm like, "Where's it at?" And so I finally found it. So I've been using this, especially with the hex head screws and stuff like that. You can do it like that. This one, the reason I like the Crom socket is it's a lot smaller. You can put these like screwdriver bits on here, and you can get into a tiny little place. I was working on a stability chamber the other day at work, and it's kind of like almost like a refrigerator, controls humidity and temperature and stuff for product. And so I was working on that, and I had to get in back in a little area, and this one wouldn't actually fit. So luckily I had this one. I had just got it in. Did purchase this. It was like $22 or $23. And then I also had this Klein Tools, like Klein 4-in-1. This is the K11, 1/4 inch, 3/8, 7/16, and 5/16. And it's got a spring loaded. So I carry that. Sometimes I'll use it on this wear handle. So it makes a pretty good tool. And then of course I have a little bit of little small crescent wrench. This pocket had a little flap that go over the top of it, and took the little flap off. I didn't really need it on there, so I just kind of stuff all this stuff in there, and it fits really well for everyday carry, which is really nice. And I just kind of put this together, shove that down in there, so I know where it is. That thing's so small you can lose it really easy. And then I got my everyday carry stuff in here. I have the Doyle version of the Knipex pliers. So you were probably wondering how much this weighs, and I put it on my refrigerant scale. It weighs 6.49 pounds, so basically 6.5 pounds. Another thing that I added to this pouch was the Kaiweets. I think it's a KM201 little auto multimeter, which is great. It's up to 600 volts, which is a lot of the stuff. I typically would just use this for taking a quick check on a little taking a quick check on something like a signal line or something like that, or quick voltage on something. And then I have a full-size meter Fluke at my work. So, but then the one thing I do like about this pouch versus the holstery nickel pouch. The holstery nickel pouch does not have a kickstand, so you can literally take it off your belt, take the 6.5 pounds off your belt, and set it up on a desk or on the ground if you have tools. And this allows me to take it off my belt, set it up on the floor next to me where I'm working, and have all my tools right there. I can do probably 80 to 90% of little tweaks and adjustments and stuff on the equipment with this setup right here. And like I said, I had been using the Joey pouch and the holstery nickel pouch, which I do love those. Right now I'm using the holstery nickel pouch for my full-size Fluke meter that my work supplied me. So it's still in use, and I just, like I said, I carry it on my other side and carry my meter in there. Sometimes I'll put my wireless probes in it as well. So hope that helps somebody. And again, this is the electrician's pouch with the front pouch from the SC45 from VETO in the center of it. And if you have one of these little clips, you can put it on there and clip it on and off your belt. If you've seen some of the Toughbuilt pouches. Hope this helps somebody. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.
I'll be back.